your own security company, if you guys want to start your own security company. Um, as far as starting your own company, this is kind of the steps on how to or to take to get your own company. Depends on different companies too. But before we start this video, guys, let's subscribe, smash that like button. Let's try to get as many likes as we can on this video, guys. I'm not going to give you a exact amount of likes I want you guys to hit, but let's hit that like button. Let's get that like button smashed and subscribe. Turn those notifications on, guys, so we can get so you guys get all my updated videos, all my newly posted videos, and we will do the damn thing. So let's get this started, guys. First thing you want to do when you get started with any company, but for security companies, if you want to start your own security company, here's what you're going to want to do first. First of all, you want to go into this site called LoRa. It's LARA. When you get there, or you can type in Google, security company or licensing in Michigan or whatever state you're in, so that you guys get the full breakdown on what you need, how much licensing is going to cost you, and qualifications you guys need to have that licensing. So give me 1 second, guys. I'm actually at work right now, so give me 1 sec, and I'll be right back with you. Or you can just drive off to that freaking works. These people just, they don't understand the concept of stop. They really don't. You just let them in and they just drive right on past you like, oh, no big deal. I don't need to stop and get, signed in or nothing. No, you have to stop and get signed in with me. But anyway, guys, enough of me complaining about these stupid truck drivers that come through here. Not all truck drivers are dumb or ignorant, but in this case, our truck drivers are dumb. So, you want to check your laws and regulations first, and then you also want to go to that site that I mentioned, LoRa. Whoopsie. As I'm taking out curbs and everything else. Which is actually pretty funny. Not really. But anyway, so you want to go to LoRa because then it'll give you the qualifications on what you need to have your own security company. For instance, you can't have any felonies, you can't have any misdemeanors, you can't be charged with any felonies or misdemeanors. You have to have at least some law enforcement or military experience or some security experience. But if you do have security experience, you have to have a minimum of 4 years of 4 or more years of supervisory experience in the security field or law enforcement or military leadership in military or something. The only reason why they want to know that is because they want to know if you're able to handle your own business. Which, why they care, I don't know. Because really, if you fail in your business, that's on you. But they want to make sure you guys can follow directions, all this other stuff. The other thing is, they want 5 references of people that that you've known for 5 years. 5 or more years, guys. So, once you get those references, They cannot be family members. They can't be wives. They can't be none of that. Okay. But you have to know them for 5 years or more. And $300. A solo proprietor is, I believe, 200 some dollars. I believe that's what it is. But for reference, you're gonna want to go check at that website because it'll give you what you need, and it'll give you the actual application that you guys can print off and go from there with what the hell, and do that from there. And once you guys get through all that, they want a surety bond, which I got, because at the moment I don't have the funds to actually get the insurance for the company yet. Once I, start having these guys go, with this company though, because if you don't have insurance with the company, it's not going to be good. And you guys get sued or something happens. Let's say, one of your coworkers one of the people that you hired in gets hurt, on the job. And they come back and they're like, oh, they tell you it's all fine and dandy. It's okay, no big deal. It was my fault, blah, 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 blah. But then they come back later and they sue you. Okay? You got to have insurance to cover that so they don't sue you and that they're not upset. So you're running a company, it's going to be your fault just because that's how people are and that's how they react. Other things on that, I'm not going in order either, guys, by the way. It's a lot to go off of to just go in order. So, but as of right now, that's what you gotta do so far. Trying to think what else. There's a lot to this though, guys. I can't even tell you how much money I spent already, just in this process of getting this license. And that's just getting the license. Then you have to get the uniforms. Then you have to get, if you have vehicles, you gotta get vehicles. They gotta be registered. They gotta have a plate. All that stuff, guys. All that. So it's a lot. It is definitely a lot to get started with. But once you get started, if that's what you want a vehicle for your company, yes, it's going to be a lot of money, but you can do it. If I can do it, I think anybody out there that wants to start their own company, I think they should be able to do it, I mean, what's stopping you from really doing it? You know what I mean? But the only thing that really could stop you is a felony, that you were charged with. But, who knows? They may just, I guess it just depends on what it was, I guess, or what you got charged with. But it's like that everywhere, though, guys. I mean, I gotta go to the not the courthouse. I gotta go to Macomb County Sheriff's Department Monday, and I actually have to get them to approve this licensing. So once they tell me it's approved, or once they approve my application, then I gotta send that part to Lansing and have them send me out. Then they gotta look it over, and if they say it's good, then they send you out your license. Which I already know it's gonna be good, so Then they want two passport quality photos. So there's a lot to this process. But once you get past this process and you got your license and you got your EIN number, which is a tax ID number. You guys don't know what that is. For taxes and stuff like that. But, once you get that down, it'll be a cinch, guys. I mean, you just, when I could say that just because I'm really good with people, and I'm also, I love to talk to people, and I can persuade people into trusting me and trusting, or soon to be trusting my company. There's gonna be a lot of perks. There's gonna be a lot of stuff that other companies don't have that I'll have. But the biggest thing is, guys, when you go selling, don't promise people stuff that you can't hold, back up on. If you promise them, oh yeah, I can have, a guard there Friday, Saturday, Sunday. You better have a guard there Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. If you don't have a guard there, you have to go there yourself. That's what owners are supposed to do. Either that or they designate someone to go for them in place of them. That's what supervisors, or what I like to call them, babysitters, do. But that's what happens. Someone calls off. You have to go. Or technically, the owner of the company, should be a team player, and he should also get involved with his company, not just, sit at a desk and get rich off of, or make a ton of money off of all your, people you hired in. That's not right. I don't find that to be right. Okay, when I run a company, or when I, babysat, for other companies that I've done or been with, I expect you to do what I tell you to do. And that's wondering, no, I said perfect. Well, you would be great on my team. Do you know how to write reports? Do you know how to write in general? Do you know, can you send emails? Can you do this? Can you do that? Yes or no? If you can or you can't, then okay. But as far as that goes, guys, we are going to have, there's a lot I got to do still. I got to have somebody do my payroll. I got to figure out how I'm doing my payroll. I got to figure out, all this stuff, guys. There's a lot I got to figure out. But the biggest thing is trying to get, everybody paid and on time. And so that they don't have to go, chasing after checks, or, and different sites are going to get paid differently. It's not going to be, we're going to get paid 10 an hour here, and you're going to get paid, whatever. But, and you're going to get paid 10 an hour your whole career here. No, it's not right. If I think that a site is worth, how many guys do you want? Let's say, okay. When I'm going to go into a business, I'm going to sit down with the manager and say, hey, look, here's what I've been noticing when I worked at such and such company when I was here. When I was here with such and such company, this is the things that I noticed. And I would like to do, but I will have, same person there every night. There's going to be a lot more to this than, well, you got some, looks like, you need some security. I would love to sit down with you and offer my company's assistance to help you. Something like that. I'm not, it's all new to me as far as running my own company as in security. I've done security for 12 years. Okay. There's a lot that to go with. The other thing is that I don't mind doing at all, guys, is, the hiring processes are going to be the most self-explanatory thing. If you don't have any felonies on your record, you're hired. You can't have a felony, you can't have a misdemeanor. Okay. If you do, I'm sorry. You can't be on the team. There's going to be a lot of training. There's going to be a lot of, how I run things.
104 on campus.
You just gotta, you can't be these people's friends because they will walk all over you. Okay.
I'm surprised you made it here this quick.
Those guys, man, crack me up on Saturdays. They're probably the only entertainment I got. But yeah, guys, you just gotta. It's real easy. Security work is easy. Security work is also dangerous. Easy. Woo. Oh, no wonder. It's because the radio is so freaking hot. That's why it's burning up. Do the job correctly, and you also got to be able to make it work. If you can't come to work, don't give me some bullshit excuse of, well, I can't come to work today because, my dog's sick. Now if you got kids, that's a different story, okay? But if you're just sitting there, excuse, okay? You got to have a good excuse, like my car broke down, or, if you can't find a ride in, I will give you a ride in to work. I will have, I might even just have a designated person, me or a, assistant manager or supervisor, as I like to call it. It's just, I'm not sticking you back up there because my phone's getting way too hot. But yeah, guys, it's just, I said America. This is not working, guys. Okay. Like this. Alright, so that's what I've come across and noticed. If you don't come to work, it's a good excuse, and it better not be, well, I woke up too late. Especially if you're working midnights, like, come on. Like, how can you wake up late? Like, that's unexcusable. Like, I'm gonna send you home and you're not coming back. That type of stuff. There's no excuses for being late unless, it's a valid excuse. If it's not a valid excuse, then someone's gonna be in trouble. So, it's not You know, if I tell you to be there at a certain time and you show up at friggin', you know, crazy time, that's not gonna fly with me, okay? It's just not gonna fly with me at all. Alright? You gotta be able to show up on time. You gotta be able to, you know, come to work on time and be reliable, dependable. Because if you're not, you won't be there for too long. At least with my company. To be able to show me that you gotta help me. If you help me, I help you. Oh well, it's gonna be there right now just because it's where it's going. So yeah, like I said, you guys just gotta think it's right, you know, in the beginning, and tell me, hey, look, I don't think this is a good fit for me. Then, you know, that's fine. I'm not gonna be mad about that. But if you just don't show up to work, you know, and then I have to call you and figure out where the hell you're at, I am not gonna be very happy. So, you guys, if, you know, you do go with a company, especially if someone's running a company, please be mindful of who the manager is and who the owner is. I'm not saying be buddy-buddy with them, but, you know, you gotta be at least somewhat, you know, respectful. And look, I understand, you know, if you found a better paid job, hey, look, great. Great. I want you to be able to, you know, inside, you know. This isn't going to be like, okay, well, here's what I'm doing. You know what I mean? Like, we're going to grow as a team. You know, this isn't going to be a team effort if, you know, we don't have a team. If we don't work as a team, you know what I mean? So, the biggest thing is, guys, work as a team. If you guys can work as a team and show each other that you're, you know, actually being respectful and actually, you know, showing up on time. Especially if you're relieving somebody, you gotta show up on time. Alright, that's the first thing. Second thing is, you know, is showing up on time. If I can make it to work an hour early every day, I expect you to at least either do the same or do, you know, be there 10 minutes early, 15 minutes early. You know, and I want you guys to be able to clock in at, you know, a certain time. I want you guys, and then instead of, excuse me, the clock-in system, guys, as far as, you know, even though it makes it easier, but what I'm going to do is every time you guys get there, okay, I mean, every time they get to me and letting me know, or texting me and letting me know that they're there. If they're not there, I will be calling them directly and being like, where are you? You know what I mean? Like, where are you? If you guys clock in early, you have to be on the site, or I'm not clocking you. If you guys say, hey, look, you're there at the site, you better be there. Because if I find out you're not there and you clocked in early, you're gone. That's just, that's how it's going to be. I'm not going to sit around and babysit somebody when, I'm not babysitting people. I'm not holding people's hands. Once I tell them to do something, I expect them to do it. If I gotta explain it to you more than twice, then I gotta explain it to you more than twice. I'm not gonna worry about that. But if you don't ask me any questions and you just do whatever you think is right, and that breaks policy, and breaks the procedures, and breaks the rules that they had set in place for us, there's gonna be, there's gonna be some problem. But, if you're looking for a job, let's say, and you're dedicated and you're hardworking, and you want to do something new. Let's say you want to go into law enforcement, okay? This is a good way to start to get to that point, okay? Because we're gonna probably be working with some real closely with law enforcement, as far as calling them for stuff, saying, "Hey, look, I need your help getting this guy out of here." I've done that at the Dearborn Red Roof on Telegraph, okay? There's nothing wrong with asking for help, okay? It's going to be run strict. It's going to be run on point. I'm going to have my officers looking on point. You cannot be showing up to work half dressed and expect to work. No. That's not going to happen. You're going to show up in full uniform. You're going to show up clean. You're not going to... If I could smell you from the car and you're sitting next to me and you haven't taken a shower, you got to go take a shower, okay? I understand. Like, if you're working midnights, okay, and you get home and you don't feel like taking a shower, please keep the hygiene up, okay? Guys, we have to, all right? There is going to be so many times where, yeah, you're going to get stinky, you're going to get smelly, just because if you want a bulletproof vest, and I highly recommend getting one, okay? Yes, we're not armed, but I highly recommend getting a bulletproof vest so that you're safe. I'm more concerned having, people get hurt on my shifts or in my company. I don't want people getting hurt. I don't want, people getting accidents. I'm going to be concerned. I will show up at the hospital, and be there for you, okay? This is going to be not a team effort, but this is going to be a team, okay? Not as a circus. Okay, if I find out that there's people goofing around or whatever, it's not gonna fly. What is that? I have no idea who the hell that is. But you gotta, and you got to stay awake. Especially midnights, guys. There's probably going to be not shit to do. But you have to stay awake. Everything. Got to stay awake, okay? If you don't stay awake, there's going to be problems. So that's the biggest thing I recommend, guys, is you got to stay awake. You have to. Because if you don't, I'm going to send you home. And you won't be coming back. Unfortunately. But that's just how. I don't know. Ned, Ed. One of the two. What is he doing? Oh my god. He does not know how to drive a semi-truck. So I guess that's what happens, guys. But, yeah, guys. The biggest pet peeve is that you gotta stay awake. Because it's the safety of you. If you're not awake and some guy comes behind you and jumps you, or you're sleeping in your car and breaks into a car while you're on shift and you're sleeping, there's gonna be some serious problems. Because you're on shift, you're on call, you're on duty, and you're falling asleep. It's safety reasons, guys. That's the biggest safety concern that I have, you know, with people. Is that you gotta be safe, you know. You gotta have a good time, but you also gotta be safe. And plus, the one thing I like, you know, with this whole thing is if you guys do what you're told to do, what you're supposed to be doing, then you'll be fine. Okay, I won't have to hound you. I won't be on your back constantly. And I shouldn't have to. Okay, we're all grown people. We shouldn't have to have managers be on each other's back telling us what to do constantly. So, that's the end of my video today, guys. If you like this video, please like, subscribe, and share. Turn on your notifications so that once we get this company started, I will definitely try to get more videos out there so you guys can see exactly what we're going to be doing on a day-to-day basis. So, guys, hope you enjoyed it. Stay safe out there, and we'll see you next time.